strong.
Hi, welcome to another episode of Lifestyle Talk with Tara, your beautiful host Tara Obina, and today I'll be taking you on a journey of friendship. Woodrow T. Wilson once said that friendship is the only cement that could really hold the world together. Crazy, right? But it's true. You see, in childhood, being friends with someone or making friends had never been easier. You could be friends with someone based off of the most insane, the simplest things like, a similarity in toys, in cartoons. Oh, you like Ben 10? I like Ben 10 too. In fact, I have his watch. Automatically, you are BFFs. Unfortunately, though, most people, even as adults, try to take that same mentality into making friends, forgetting that when we're children, we had almost no personality. Now we do. And you can't just call people friends. Most people just slap the term friend on anybody and everybody who makes them feel good or who they think they share some sort of similarity with. Okay, so take for instance, freshman girls resume to a new semester in school, right? And then they begin to, they find themselves in the same dormitory. They begin to hang out together. They're so excited. They begin to hang out together, go to lectures together. They call themselves friends, and they begin to share secrets. They begin to be very, very close. So say during mid-semester, for example, there's an argument, probably over a boy or something. And then this argument causes one of them, or this argument causes a rift between them, and then you now start hearing things like, I never knew she could do that. She was just a faker. Nah, man, you didn't give yourself time to grow into the friendship. You had already started slapping the term BFF on each other even before you got to really know each other. In 2 weeks, you're already best friends for life. So these things actually come about in a way that, in the end, someone ends up getting hurt, because after a while, after the argument, you see they start talking about each other behind each other's backs. They start telling each other's business to other people. It just becomes a really messy situation. Why? Because the friendship was not built on solid ground. So in this video, I'm going to be taking you on a progression of how a true friendship should actually really happen. Now, bear in mind that friendships are different, and so not every friendship would happen like this, but just to be sure and just to be safe, I wish you would follow me on this journey, and I'm going to show you how. Okay, so the very first stage that I'm going to be talking about is the acquaintance stage. In this stage, you basically have no knowledge of each other. You're not aware of the other person's existence. You just meet, and although this is the lowest ramp on the ladder that I'm going to be taking you up of, it is what I like to think is the most important. Why? Because a stranger making a first impression could either kill the friendship right there or improve its chances of going further. So if the impression is bad, the friendship is as well as dead. It probably would never happen. But if the first impression is good, there is every possibility that it would advance to the next stage. Now, the next stage is the acquaintance stage. The acquaintance stage is basically where you have knowledge of this person. You don't know the person for real, but you have knowledge of them. You have general knowledge of them, like their first name. You have knowledge of their position in the office. You have knowledge of their clique of friends, where they hang out, stuff like that, but you don't really know them. So in this stage, you run into them and say, oh, hi, or bye, and you see each other, so you know that this person exists. Now, it takes two parties to say, oh, hey, I want to get to know this person. I want to get to know you. I want us to be something more. And then when that happens, then you can now advance to the next stage, which I like to call the casual friend stage. Now, this is where most people in our lives are. We have a lot of casual friends. When I say I have a lot of acquaintances and not friends, people think I'm trying to be rude or I'm trying to be pompous. No, it's really not that way. It's just, you see, acquaintances where they fall into. Acquaintances are people like your co-workers, your colleagues, your neighbors, your parents, friends, children. your sister's friend. All those people, they are not close friends just because you know them. They are acquaintances. Let's call a spade a spade. So in the casual stage, which is the next stage after acquaintance stage, now the meetings in these ones are more intentional. They are more frequent. You guys have committed to trying to get to know each other. So, oh hey, let's go out on a date, or hey, let's go to a picnic, let's go on a cruise, let's go to a party. It revolves around having common interests and doing common or similar activities together. Yes. So here, people are personally invested in one another, you see, because they are aware of your achievements, they praise you, they support you. Hey, please vote for me, I'm campaigning for blah blah. They'll go and vote for you. They tell your business to other people. What I mean by like business, like you are doing something and okay, you are making beads or you are making cake. Oh, I have someone who can do this. And those are casual friends that support you because you see them more regularly. But this thing is, even if your casual friends are personally invested in you, they are not exactly emotionally invested. And the truth is, most people do not go past this stage in friendships. They are stuck here because, unfortunately, some people cannot deal with the other person's ugly qualities or undesirable qualities, and you can't blame them. Now, this is not the point to now start saying, I thought she was my friend just because I got to see. Everybody has deal breakers. If she cannot condone or he cannot condone a certain thing that you do, a certain quality that you have, does not mean that the person is a bad friend. It just means that that person is meant to be a casual friend. So you move on, find your close friend, which is the next stage of friendship. In this next stage of friendship, close friends or close stage, people are not just personally invested in each other, they are also emotionally invested. They are not just aware of your achievements, they know your life's dreams, your life's goals, and they always would put themselves on the line to help you achieve that goal. So this is the stage where they are very familiar with your families, your love interests, your personal life. You don't have any personal space again when you have close friends. So these are the people that know you in toto. In the close friend stage, the friends you have in this stage have gotten to see your best sides and your worst sides. They've gotten to see you angry. They've gotten to see you sad. They've gotten to see you be rude. They've gotten to see you be a jerk. They've gotten to see you be bitchy. And they stay, regardless. Not because those things are good though, but they understand you more, and they don't define you by those qualities. So these are your close friends, and only few people get here. But the very last stage, which is the most important stage, as I like to think it, is the intimate stage. The intimate stage of friendship is attained over time. It's not something that you build in 2 months. It's attained over time, over shared experiences, and most importantly, over vulnerabilities. You see, in this stage, you've been able to share your vulnerabilities with this person, your deepest, darkest secrets. You've been able to share your insecurities. You've been able to share your fears. They know these things about you. They put themselves on the line to protect these things or protect these secrets with their lives, if possible. And you see, when your parents say, marry your best friend, they're not talking about somebody from the casual stage, or they're not talking about somebody from the close stage. This is where they are asking you to pick from. But that aside, though, Aristotle once said that a friendship is one soul occupying 2 bodies. Yeah. So you see, this is the stage where you have your soulmate. A soulmate could be your sister. A soulmate could be your childhood friend. A soulmate could be your spouse, should be your spouse. And I feel like once you've gotten one of these or more of this, you should be thankful, grateful, because they are very rare to come by and they are very rare in our lives. So, I hope I've been able to shed enough light on each and every stage of friendship and how they should progressively develop, so that you don't jump from one stage to another without the regular progression and with skipping other stages, for the best of friendships and relationships. So you guys, join me in the very next video where I'll be talking about friend zones. But if you know that you could relate to any of the stages here, hopefully you'll be able to know where to place yourself in other people's life, where you occupy, and not give out too much information to people who do not deserve it, basically. See you in the very next video. I'm still your host, Omiyanta, and it was nice doing this with you.